Hi everyone, and welcome to Introduction to C# in Unity 3D series. So in this tutorial, we're going to be talking about operators, and this is the second part of this tutorial. Okay, so last time we did arithmetic operators and assignment operators. Now in this tutorial, we're going to go over comparison and logical operators. Okay, so a comparison operator compares two values. So you have greater than, less than, greater or equal to, less than or equal to. And in my editor, I have my scene set up. And I also have my script, which is called the cube controller script, attached to this table object here. And it's kind of random, like I said in the previous tutorial. So let's have a look at our script, and out here I've declared two variables, both of which are of the int data type, and the health variable is equal to the integer 7 and the damage variable is equal to the integer 2. Okay, so in my start event method, I'm going to use a debug.log to check if health is greater than damage. So essentially we're checking if 7 is greater than 2. And since 7 is greater than 2, when I click on play here in the console, we should see true, which you can see down here below. And the same way we can now check if health is less than damage. And since 7 is not less than 2, when I click on play, we're going to see false. And here you can see false is displayed. Okay. And similarly, we can check if health is greater than or equal to damage. So what I'm going to do is actually change the value of damage to 7 so that health and damage now both have the same integer values. And now, since the health variable is equal to the damage variable, we should see true when we click on play. Okay, so there you go, we see true. Now, if I change this to less than or equal to, you're still going to see true because health is equal to damage. But let me change this to 10, okay? And now we're checking if health is less than or equal to damage. So we're checking if the number 7 is less than or equal to damage. And now when I clear and click on play, you're going to see true. And maybe I didn't save this. Oh, no, I did. I'm getting confused. So this is correct because 7 is less than 10. So health, which is 7, is less than 10. Okay. Now, let's go back and talk about logical operators. Now, logical operators are used in decision making and loops. So logical operators perform logical operations such as and, or, and not. And these operators will, they're going to evaluate expressions and return some boolean true or false value. Okay. So let's have a look at the logical AND operator, which returns true if both operands evaluate to the boolean true. And a lot of times, logical operators are used inside conditional statements. So now what I'm going to do is, in my start event method, I'm going to structure an if conditional statement, okay? Now inside my parentheses, I'm going to put a condition. So let's check if health is less than 7 and if damage is greater than 1. Then what I want to do is debug.log, let's say both both operands evaluate, or let's say both operands, yeah, let's say evaluate to true. Okay, so let me explain this a bit. Now the AND operator is going to evaluate the condition on the left and the right only if both these expressions are true. That means health is less than 7 and damage is greater than 1. Will we see this statement logged to the console? So let's have a look at this. Clear and click on play. So you see that nothing is logged to the console, okay? Because damage is greater than 1 and health is less than 7, okay? And let's say less than or equal to 7. And now I should see something. Of course, now I see it. This is why you don't record videos when you're half asleep. So health is less than or equal to 7. This condition is, this expression has been evaluated, and the boolean result that is returned is true, okay, since health is equal to 7. Then damage greater than 1, so that means damage is 10 right now, so it is greater than 1. This expression also evaluates to true, and if both of expressions will evaluate to true, we're going to see something logged to the console, which we did. Okay, now let's talk about the OR operator. If one of the two operands is true, then the expression evaluates to true using the OR operator. Okay, so out here, let's change this to like we had before. Health is less than 7, or damage is greater than 1. And let me actually do this to health is greater than, let's say, 10. Okay, so if health is greater than 10 or damage is greater than 1, you're going to use debug.log to log one of the operands evaluates to true. Okay, so when you're using the OR operand operator, only one of these expressions has to be true for something to be logged to the console. And let's go ahead and clear and click on play, and you see that we see this statement logged to the console. One of the operands evaluates to true because indeed this expression, okay, was true. Now let's talk about the NOT operator. So the NOT operator evaluates an expression and inverses the boolean result. Okay, so in my script, let me go ahead and declare not an int but a bool. So let me declare a variable which is of the bool data type, and let's say multi. Okay, so let's just call it like multi and is equal to false. Okay, so I have a boolean variable called multi whose value is the boolean false. Now out here in my start event method, what I'm actually going to do is, let me remove the if conditional statement. I'm going to use the NOT operator, which is an exclamation mark, okay, to inverse the result of multi. So not multi, I'm going to inverse this, and the inverse of false is true. And let's take a look at this, and there you go. So you see that true is logged. Similarly, if I change this to true, the inverse of true is false. So not multi is false. And if I clear and click on play, there you go. So false is displayed. And that's pretty much all for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we're going to talk about unary and equality operators. So go ahead and hit like and subscribe if you found this useful.